Hello, how are you?
Good, how are you?
I am good.
This is why they have social bubbles.
You know, right? Like it's so hard just to break the social norms, like the connections with people.
No, it is. It's just like I would rather not see everybody for like, I don't know, however long it takes than to continue seeing everyone and put people at risk and like just keep this thing going.
Totally felt that way back in March and probably all the way through to August. Now it's just getting tiresome. And
I know, but
I know. I know it's just hard,
yeah,
right?
no, it definitely is hard because like I was honestly like, I'm so tired of this. I just want to like go out and be with my family. And then but I knew and having like our house kind of be that voice, like, you know, that you shouldn't be doing this.
Yeah. So what do? We all go get a COVID test 2 days before so we know we're negative, and then we come together for dinner.
Well,
Maybe when they get to the spit test, we can start doing that. Hey, I heard that so for travelers, they're going to take away the 14-day self-isolation and replace it with tests. So as soon as you land, you get tested, and you have to stay isolated for like 3 or 4 days. You do a second test, and then you're good to go. So you don't have to do the whole 14-day isolation thing, unless of course you're positive.
yeah, I don't know. I just feel weird about it.
I feel like though talking to people, I think you are probably the most paranoid person I talk to.
And this is the problem though, because I'm not even where I should be at. I'm literally just following the minimum suggestions.
Yeah. I don't know. Do you think it's harder for people in my age range because we've been more used to day-to-day contact and with people and stuff?
I mean, it's hard. We're used to day-to-day contact with people. The people in our bubble used to come over here like pretty much every other day, if not every day. Like I would just get together with people, whoever, you know. And now, like even within our bubble, we're asking people to wear masks. We're not actually like hanging out because the government has asked us to put our bubbles on like pause. So whenever we're around them, everyone's wearing masks and we're just trying not to be within 6 feet.
Do you think it's a little bit easier for your generation though, because you tend to do things more electronically and distanced,
But
and
I
you
don't think
seem
we
to have
do.
so many more anxieties too about getting together with people and stuff anyway. So I don't know.
I don't think we do though. That's more so with like strangers. Like getting together with strangers or like very large groups for me personally. Whereas like a group of like 25, 30 friends is not necessarily like a large group to me, but I feel like we have more personal, like in person connections than people think.
That's
Because
fair.
usually I'm just using my phone to make plans with people to see them in person. I'm not like just texting them.
Well, and you probably have a lot more friends than I do. So. But that also makes it harder too when you don't have as many friends. I think maybe, well, maybe not. I was thinking maybe if you have more friends, it's harder to let go of the few you have, but no, I don't think so.
Like it's hard, especially because like with the bubbles, it means that someone's gonna get left out. Especially when like I live in a house of 5 people. We can only add 5 people.
Well, and I don't even know who to add, right? I mean, we got the three of us in the house here, but who do I add to the bubble? Because if do I add grandma and grandpa? What about Nana and Papa? Or,
Yeah. Well, and
or
that's
do
the
we
thing is
add
like
friends or what, right?
we had to have that conversation in the house because I was like, realistically, none of us can add our families because all of us have families greater than like 3 people. And then for our families, then our entire house would be their bubble. It's just way too tricky. I am also so tired and so done with this pandemic.
Well, and I know the government's doing the best they can, but my goodness, sometimes you just shake your head like, I, I, I know they're trying to figure it out. So this guy who tested positive, he had the app and I have the app, but I did not get notified by the app, right?
Did he tell the app that he reported or that he got positive?
Yeah, he said he now has a daily code he has to put in.
Oh,
So the app didn't notify me. Public health notified me, but that was only because he collected my phone number to give to public health, right?
yeah.
And so he says the app only works. It'll only notify you if the person is positive and you're in close contact with them. And I'm thinking, how stupid is that? Because
Yeah, I thought it was like it would notify you if someone you had been with
yeah,
for a while.
that was my understanding too.
Because, like, what if you're out and about with someone and then your phone like beeps?
You're like looking around, who's positive? Who's
You're
positive?
like, is it you or is it someone else? So you
But
just, like,
who's
pass by.
stupid enough to go out when they're positive? They're not supposed to at all, right?
Well, exactly. But
If there's ever a time to isolate, that's it. And anybody who's
yeah,
stupid enough to go out when they're positive probably doesn't use the app, right?
yeah,
So what good is the app?
yeah. No, that is good to know because, yeah, I totally thought that it was like it would notify you because I know that public health is doing that, but if public health doesn't know who you are, basically, or like how to get in contact with you, I thought that that's what the app was for.
Well, I thought it was just a bunch of codes floating around, and so if your phone's tracking all the codes that it's with when for a 2-week period, right? And then if somebody gets sick, their code gets put in the system so that it goes back out to all the phones and says, hey, check to see if you had a contact with this person. That made sense to me, but apparently not.
No, I don't know. And so many guests too that come in, they're like, I'm not getting it because I don't want them to steal all my information. I'm like, do you have any sort of social media account?
Yeah, because they got more information from it than they do.
Yeah, they have way more information than this COVID app does.
And the government has more information on you even than your social media stuff. So
I'm like, I figure there are so many people out there who have my information. Might as well put it into something useful.
that's why the government's talking about doing your income tax for you, because all your information's already in there. They could just send you your income tax. This is what you earned and this is what we're taking.
I feel like I heard somebody say that before and they were like, so why doesn't the government just do it for us? Like they have it all there.
Yeah, they're talking about doing that. There are some things like they wouldn't know my self-employment income.
Yeah.
They may or may not know all of your, well, no, they would know your donations because all the people who get the donations are supposed to report all that.
Yeah, and you get like a receipt and everything, and
yeah,
so your information is being put in somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
What a wacky world.